Ask everyone to please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, the Star-Spangled Banner, and the Central Valley Academy alma mater.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Way down in the Mohawk Valley lies a glorious Central Valley. You can always hear the thunder roar, our voices chanting CVA forevermore. Central Valley Academy, we hail the yellow, white, and blue. Central Valley Academy, we always remain proud and true.
Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to our commencement ceremony for Central Valley Academy's class of 2022. Graduates, you may be seated. In the event of an emergency, please notice the emergency exits around the auditorium. I would also like to point out that in the event someone needs medical attention, we have a fire marshal on staff with us this evening. If anyone does need medical help, please find a Utica Aud staff member and ask for assistance. I would like to start by thanking and introducing our guests this evening. Our Board of Education members, Mr. John Boucher, Ms. Jane North, Mr. Jason Sanchez, and Ms. Margaret Wazlowski. Our administration, Mr. Jeremy Rich, Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Kathleen Carney, Director of Curriculum and Instruction. Ms. Sally Kramus, the Assistant Principal at Central Valley Academy. I would also like to welcome the many members of our faculty and staff that has joined us this evening as well. It is great to see so many of you here with us tonight. On behalf of the graduates and myself, thank you. I would also like to welcome all of the family and friends that are here tonight to join us in honoring this year's graduating class. Lastly, but certainly not least, I would like to welcome Central Valley Academy's graduating class of 2022. This year's graduating class marks the 9th class to graduate from Central Valley since the merger of the former Mohawk and Ilion school districts in 2013. You started this journey as 4th graders the first year we all came together as one. Your hard work and your dedication have earned you the honor of being recognized this evening. We as a district are so proud of all that each and every one of you have accomplished, and you should be proud as well. At this time, I would like to introduce Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Jeremy Rich, to say a few words.
Good evening. Before I start, I just want to congratulate all of you on the last few years. It's not been normal, and we all know that. And when I look back on it, we did our very best to try to make it as normal as possible. We've often talked behind me with the people behind me about, what can we do for these classes to make it seem more normal? And I just would like to thank all of you who never really complained throughout the process. We did our best, we tried our best, and to all of the parents and guardians in here, we did the best we could, and as a community, I really felt that we all came together and did the very best we could for the graduates that are in front of us. Your 10th grade year was kind of non-existent. Your 11th grade year was a little bit better, and hopefully your senior year was even better. So with that being said, I thank all of you and thank everyone who's here to support all of you through that very difficult process. I want you to know it is hard to write these speeches. I'm the superintendent, and I'm supposed to say something important that you will remember for the rest of your lives. That is probably not going to happen. Your thoughts are racing with excitement, a little fear of what's next, or even a little sadness to know that this part of your life is coming to a close. Any wisdom I share will probably be forgotten before you reach the exits. I get it, but still I'm determined to try. When I was a little kid, I made forts. In the house, I stuck tacks all over the place in the walls and hung blankets on chairs to make the most creative and interesting fort I could. Outdoors, I pounded nails into trees to secure any scrap wood or tree limbs, or anything else I could find that would work to construct a fort. My siblings, friends, and I would spend hours building and creating. When I look back, I don't know if we ever really completed the fort. I don't even know if we ever spent any time in the fort once we thought it was potentially finished. You see, it was the process that kept our interest. It was the journey that entertained us. It was the creation that engaged us. In hindsight, if we had called the fort done, then the whole journey would be over. We would have to look at each other and ask, what do we do now? And that seemed less fun than looking for more wood and nails to keep building. Those were great times. We set out with a rough plan. We added boards or blankets to our ever-evolving creation, and we tried different materials, different fasteners, and different techniques. Each step was a learning experience that led us forward. It was okay that we made mistakes or that things were not always perfect. What mattered was that we kept things moving. Over the years, I have learned that life is like fort building. We start as kindergartners, move on through elementary, middle, and high school, and then we graduate. We go into the military or workplace or on for further education. Each step becomes the foundation for the next. Not every step is smooth, and sometimes we have to go back and fix something that is not quite what we want it to be. That's okay, because there is always room to improve. Remember my fort, nothing we do is ever perfect or finished. As much fun as we had, fort building can be hard. What made it fun was our attitude. Attitude is the game changer. How you look at life is as important as what you do in your life. We can't always choose what happens, but we certainly can choose how we respond. We can go into the world being argumentative, or we can go into the world being kind. We can step on others to succeed, or we can be determined but considerate on our road to success. We can see our glass as half empty and ourselves as the victim, or we can choose to be optimistic and tackle each challenge we face. We can choose not to take responsibility for our actions, or we can take responsibility. We can point fingers and blame, or we can self-reflect and try to understand. It's our choice. A big part of today is looking back on your journey. Know that you did not get here alone. Those friends walking across the stage played a part. Your parents or guardians in the audience were there on your first day of school and continued throughout your school years. Your teachers, assistants, aides, coaches, and principals guided and encouraged you to do your best. So now I have to ask, how do you feel about things so far? Some may say, I've done pretty well. And others may say, I can do better. However you respond, know that this is only the starting point for the rest of that journey. Which brings me back to what I want you to remember. The journey is never over. The journey is what gives us purpose. I'll say it again. Building the fort was never about completing it. The fun was in creating it, and that is why we never spent any time in the fort, even when we thought it was done. Instead, we walked away from it and began creating something else to feel the energy of the next build. Finally, my wish is that you know that we at Central Valley truly care about you. We want your forts and life journeys to be spectacular. We want you to find your passions and to live lives that build you up and build up those around you. So, class of 2022, on behalf of Central Valley, I wish you the best. Don't ever forget your roots, and know that when we are always here with another nail or another board if your fort needs a little improvement. Good luck, take the world by storm, and be thunder strong as you take a new step on your journey. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite the salutatorian, Gianna Frank, to the stage.
First, I would like to start by saying thank you to everyone who made it possible for me to be up here today. My parents, my sister, family, and friends have been supportive of this goal since day one. They never doubted me and always had my back, even when things weren't going my way. My biggest thank you goes to my nanny, my lap counter, my motivator, and my best friend. Through everything, she's always been there for me, and I am very honored to be standing here as the salutatorian of Central Valley Academy's class of 2022. When I began to think about how I wanted to write this speech, my mind continuously went to just recall some memories, say thank you, and good luck. But that would be the most uninteresting speech you would have ever listened to. Up until June 9th, that was all I had for an idea. Then I ran a marathon and had a full 6 hours and 59 agonizing minutes to think. It was then that I realized the only other thing I had ever finished with that much passion was high school. So then the idea of high school is a marathon, not a sprint, arose. Each year of school marked an accomplishment, such as a mile marker in the marathon. Each mile, or year, you learn something new about yourself. You get to see how truly strong you are, and get closer to accomplishing your goal each day. So up here today, I'm going to recall 26 of our class's best and worst memories to symbolize each mile of the marathon. Mile 1, our first day of freshman year, the feelings of both fear and optimism for what we had in our futures. Our first Friday night football games in the student section, the nights that people 20 years out of school still talk about. Spirit Week and homecoming, our first real high school experience, the fun week built up to a huge game and a dance the next day. Our first wake-up call, when we got our freshman year schedules and saw that we had to actually do work outside of school. Varsity sports. For some of us, we competed in our first varsity sporting event. Our first prom, high school parties, the first school musical, the first band, chorus, or orchestra solo, first detention, and then our first global pandemic. Just like mile 18 of the marathon, we hit a wall, but we are the comeback kids and finished strong. Online school, the beginning of the alphabet versus end of the alphabet school days, separated from our friends. Wearing a mask to school each day. Watching all the events live streamed on your television or computer. Your first love, your first breakup, our first senior day, and our last. The senior walkthrough, our last sporting event, the last concert, our last dance, our last senior night, and the last music or varsity awards assembly. And then the feeling of trying on our caps and gowns for the first time. And lastly, mile 26 was our final goodbyes. Over our 4 years, we have experienced so many firsts and lasts. Alongside me the entire time were my friends and family. Just like the marathon, I had my support group waiting to hug and congratulate me at the end. Everyone at the end of the marathon are the same people sitting in the crowd here today. So 2 weeks ago, I finished my first marathon. Here I am today completing my second. Only this time, it has been 15 years since I started. Now here we are preparing for our next marathon in life. Set a slow pace, jog, walk, or survive or shuffle, but don't sprint. Our life must be cherished. Our futures are ahead of us. Whether you are entering the workforce, attending a university, a 2-year school, military, or trade school, nobody can dictate your success except yourself. Regardless of your paycheck each week or what you do in your career, don't let people tell you you're wrong. I wish I could give everyone advice for their futures, but I can't. I cannot understand what is ahead of us, only behind us. We have all made it this far and must continue pushing. Gather a support system and hold them close. Each lap around the track or year of life will hold something new. I'm so proud of every single one of you and cannot wait to see what your futures hold. Each of us has greatness within us and will defy the odds against us. Good luck to the class of 2022. I cannot wait to see you all again at the finish line when you complete your next marathon.
Thank you, Gianna. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage the valedictorian of this year's class, Madison Obriza.
Good evening. I would like to start off by congratulating everyone here today. Congratulations to the staff of Central Valley for completing our first full year back to school post-pandemic and for guiding us the past 4 years. Congratulations to the parents and family of each graduate. Whether they are your oldest, youngest, or only child, this is a feat that deserves recognition. It is not an easy task to try to guide your child down the winding road of life, especially when teenagers often make it known that your help is not wanted. And finally, congratulations to the class of 2022. Each of us who are here today, about to graduate, have persevered. High school has always been challenging, but the high school that we experienced was far different from that of our parents and grandparents. We lived and learned through a global pandemic, and we began to appreciate school in ways I'm sure many of us did not expect. We experienced losses in our community that opened our eyes to conversations that we used to shy away from. And we were forced to mature and grow in ways we couldn't have predicted. And here we are today, despite all that the world threw at us the past 4 years. Today is the day our lives begin. The word today can only be used to describe the very day you are living in. That's the beauty of this 5-letter word. It has been used to describe your previous days, but it can only be used to describe your day that you're living in. This day, June 25th, 2022, signifies the beginning of the rest of our lives. Today is the day that each one of us becomes accountable for not only ourselves, but for every single decision we make from this day forward. Each one of us is now responsible for our own futures. Today is the day that the past 12 years have been leading up to. Today, we are no longer high school students, but members of society. Today is the day that we are now looked upon to make a significant difference in the world. Today is the day that we accept our role in society. Today, we are deemed fit to take our place as adults and be the newest voices of reason. We have the courage that those younger than us don't, and the imagination that those older than us lost. We are the ones who have to be strong enough to challenge the standards and test the limits. We have to be the leaders that others follow. Today, we are in the driver's seat. From this day forward, it is up to us to ensure that our tomorrows remain full of promise, for not only ourselves, but for the future generations, so that they too have the opportunity to experience their very own version of today. Today is the starting line. After today, there are no excuses. Each one of us has the ability to make the conscious decision to do something with our lives. And I'm not saying you have to go to college, get another diploma, and then work a 9-to-5 job to say you've done something. I'm quite honestly saying the opposite. Your career does not signify whether you've truly done something with your life or not. To truly do something with your life, to truly make a difference, it has to be within you. You have to make the decision to be better than those before you and to be better than the world around us. Today is where you make that decision. Decide to take risks so that you can truly experience the rewards that follow. Decide to be the person who holds the door and makes others feel seen. Decide to be the person who focuses on the importance of being present in every single one of your todays. Decide to be the person who lives as if they have an infinite amount of todays with the knowledge that our existence is finite. Today, meaning this day as distinct from yesterday or tomorrow. This word could not be more fitting to describe the very day we are experiencing. Today is the day that high school becomes our yesterday and our lives as adults become our tomorrow. It's important to cherish our yesterdays as they made us who we are, as it is duly important to dream about our tomorrows as they are the driving force behind all that we do. But above all else, it is important that we cherish today. Don't get so caught up in your yesterdays and tomorrows that you miss the opportunity to experience all that makes up today. Today, my fellow graduates, is the day our lives begin. So embrace today, tomorrow, and all the rest of your days.
it all in. What you have longed for is reaching to you. All you have dreamed of is yours, yes, it's true. Take hold of your gift. Find courage to try. Follow the path that you see. Your heart
We are now at the point in our program where we'll be doing the presentation of diplomas. Ms. Sally Kramus, our assistant principal, will read each graduate's name. Our class advisors, Ms. Seaman and Ms. Van Cowenberg, will be reading each graduate's future plans. In an effort to make sure everybody can hear the accolations for each student, we ask that we just hold applause to the very end and recognize the class as a whole, just so we can hear each student's future plans as well. So at this time, I'm going to hand it over to Ms. Shreya Patel, the senior class president, to guide us through this process.
Madison Taylor Obriza.
Madison will be attending Penn State University, majoring in the pre-medical field.
Gianna Teresa Frank.
Gianna will be attending Syracuse University, majoring in biology and neuroscience.
Shreya B. Patel.
Shreya will be attending Northeastern University as an Army ROTC member, as well as majoring in bioengineering and pre-med.
Kaylin Ryan Napoli.
Kaylin will be attending MVCC and Binghamton University, majoring in biology.
Keely Shea Tuddy.
Keely will be attending Northeastern University, majoring in health sciences.
Emma Stephanie Wheat.
Emma will be attending Mohawk Valley Community College and Hudson Valley Community College, majoring in radiology and sonography.
Nicholas Allen Shed.
As a member of the United States Navy, Nicholas will attend the U.S. Naval Academy, majoring in aerospace engineering.
Emily Nicole Almond.
Emily will be attending Herkimer College, majoring in education.
John E. Boardman II.
John will be entering the workforce in the restaurant business.
Cheyenne M. Bowl.
Cheyenne will be entering the workforce in retail.
Dennis A. Bourne.
Dennis will be attending Herkimer College, majoring in computer science.
Gabriella A. Bauk.
Gabby will be employed by the U.S. Postal Service.
Hannah Marie Bowman.
Hannah will be attending Herkimer College, majoring in early childhood education.
Chase Jeremy Brewer.
Chase will be attending North American Lineman School to become a lineman.
Cole Albert Brewer.
Cole will be attending Utica University to major in physical education.
Rebecca Michelle Brewer.
Rebecca will be attending Utica University, majoring in psychology, child life.
Kristen Ann Brote.
Kristen will be attending Herkimer College, majoring in general studies.
Caden Brower.
Caden will be attending Herkimer College, majoring in business management.
Calvin M. Brown.
Calvin will be entering the workforce.
Richard Alexander Brown, Jr.
Richard plans to study conservation.
Taylor Nicole Bushhart.
Taylor will attend Mohawk Valley Community College to major in health science.
Blake Onyx Carnwright.
Blake will enter the workforce in the mechanical field.
Vicenza R. Cassell.
Vinny will attend Marist College to major in business.
Isabella Marie Chandler.
Isabella will be attending the Crane School of Music to study music education.
Ifoma Grace Chukawonye.
Iffy will attend Mohawk Valley Community College to major in business management.
Logan Francis Paul Cirillo.
Logan will be attending Mohawk Valley Community College to major in criminal justice.
Emily Claire Clark.
Emily will enter the workforce in the dog grooming business.
Case R. Cook.
Case plans to study criminal justice.
Mikhail Allen Kuhn.
Mikhail will enter the workforce in the automotive field.
Colin David Culver.
Colin will be attending SUNY Poly to major in nursing.
Ashton P. Daly.
Ashton plans to attend a trade school to become an electrician.
Colin William Dayton.
Colin will enter the workforce in the heavy equipment field.
Charles F. Descar.
Charles will be entering the workforce in the manufacturing field.
Hannah B. DeLuca.
Hannah will be attending Hartwick College to major in psychology.
Micaiah Rain Desjardins.
Micaiah will be attending SUNY Albany to major in accounting.
Ty E. Dixon.
Ty will be entering the workforce.
Emma Grace Donahue.
Emma will be attending St. John Fisher College to major in nursing.
Mackenzie E. Doremus.
Mackenzie will attend Keene University to study marketing and advertising.
Carson Daniel Edick.
Carson plans to study substance abuse counseling.
Jasmine Ann Eldred.
Jasmine plans to study art.
Joshua John Emrich.
Josh plans to enter the workforce in heavy equipment diesel mechanic field.
Isabel Eva Evans.
Isabel will be attending Herkimer College to major in forensics investigation.
Abigail Marie Fasani.
Abigail will be attending Herkimer College to study psychology.
Madeline Grace Feldman.
Madeline will be attending Utica University to study elementary education.
Emily Michelle Furlow.
Emily will be attending Herkimer College to major in general studies.
Julianne Ray Fike.
Julianne will be attending Herkimer College, majoring in marketing.
Olivia Kathleen Fitch.
Olivia will be attending Herkimer College to study psychology.
Jason Gage.
Jason will be entering the workforce as an auto mechanic.
Kiera M. Gallagher.
Kiera will be attending Herkimer College, studying psychology.
Paige E. Gillette.
Paige will be attending Herkimer College, majoring in criminal justice.
Maxwell Warren Hall.
Max will be attending Cazenovia College, majoring in business management.
Adam Samuel Hall II.
Adam will be attending Mohawk Valley Community College, majoring in electrical technology.
Aaliyah M. Hanford.
Aaliyah will be taking a gap year.
Brooklyn E. Hassett.
Brooklyn will be attending Mohawk Valley Community College to major in math education.
Liam Holden.
Liam will be entering the workforce.
Trevor LaVale Holden Jr.
Trevor will be entering the workforce in the heavy equipment and trucking industry.
Alexis Julie Holt.
Alexis will be entering Utica College to study physical therapy.
Brianna Nicole Holtz.
Brianna will be attending Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University to study aerospace engineering.
Connor A. Horning.
Connor will be entering the workforce in the construction field.
Michael Nathaniel Hovey.
Mike will be attending the workforce.
Xavier Ali Howard.
Xavier will attend Mohawk Valley Community College to study sports management.
Amadia L. Howard.
Amadia will attend Herkimer College to study small business management.
Xavier W. Jefferson.
Xavier will enter the workforce in the construction field.
Cheyenne Nicole Jodway.
Cheyenne plans to study automotive technology.
Rose Marie Johnson.
Rose will be attending Herkimer College to major in business administration.
Ava Amelia Judd.
Ava will be attending Russell Sage College to major in physical therapy.
Troy B. Kelly.
Troy will attend Mohawk Valley Community College to major in electrical engineering.
Austin M. Kelsey.
Austin will attend Herkimer College, majoring in business.
Anna M. King.
Anna will attend Herkimer College, majoring in physics.
Ivy Elizabeth Florence King.
Ivy will attend Herkimer College to major in business administration.
Gage W. Knobloch.
Gage plans to study computer science.
Jillian Teresa Coronini.
Jillian plans to enter the workforce.
Justin William LaSalle, Jr.
Justin will enter the workforce with the Iron Workers Union.
Corey LaPointe.
Corey will be entering the workforce.
Olivia M. LaPuma.
Olivia will be attending SUNY Oswego to study adolescent education.
Caden Daniel Joseph Lawrence.
Caden will be entering the United States Air Force.
Gabriella J. Lawrence.
Gabriella will attend St. John Fisher College to study nursing.
Brandon Patrick Lee.
Brandon will be attending Herkimer College to major in the music industry.
Coriel Nicole Lefevre.
Coriel will be entering the workforce.
Rosalie D. Ludden.
Rosalie will attend SUNY Poly in St. Elizabeth to study nursing.
Reese Elizabeth Luke.
Reese will be attending Herkimer College, majoring in accounting.
Jenna Rose Lyman.
Jenna will be attending Lemoyne College, majoring in computer science.
Isabella Marie Main.
Isabella will be attending MVCC, majoring in law enforcement.
Emily Lynn Marhaver.
Emily will attend SUNY Cobleskill to major in animal science.
Kathleen Ann Marhaver.
Katie will be attending SUNY Cobleskill to study wildlife management.
Abigail Victoria Matthews.
Abigail will be attending MVCC, studying humanities and social sciences.
Shannon Delaney McMahon.
Delaney will be attending Herkimer College, majoring in the music industry.
Lucas Mickle.
Lucas will be attending MVCC to major in cybersecurity.
Savannah Christina Moore.
Savannah will be attending Seminole State College, majoring in biology.
Cannon Thomas Moreau.
Cannon will be attending MVCC, majoring in nursing.
Gabrielle E. Moreau.
Gabby will be attending Hartwick College, majoring in general studies.
Cameron Jade Mosier.
Cameron will be attending MVCC to study health science and nursing.
Jacob Charles Moss.
Jacob will be attending Buffalo State to major in sports broadcasting and journalism.
Olivia R. Rose Digert.
Olivia will be attending Herkimer College to study psychology.
Aaliyah T. Murtaugh.
Aaliyah will be attending MVCC to study psychology.
Richard Allen Noggle.
Richard will be entering the U.S. Army.
Caroline Nicolette.
Caroline will be attending MVCC to study nursing.
Samantha R. Knopfer.
Samantha will be attending Utica University to study biology in the pre-medical field.
Abigail Michelle Overacker.
Abigail will be attending Buffalo State to study music education.
Tracy N. Palmieri.
Tracy will be attending MVCC to study illustration.
Madeline M. Palumbo.
Madeline will attend Lemoyne College to major in biology.
Alan D. Parker.
Alan will enter the workforce in the heavy equipment field.
Zoe Renee Penner.
Zoe will be entering the workforce.
Audrea Madison Perquette.
Audrea will attend Mohawk Valley Community College and Hudson Valley Community College to major in health science and dental hygiene.
Dylan T. Powers.
Dylan will be attending Clarkson University to study mechanical engineering.
Reed Alexander Pratt.
Reed will be entering the workforce.
Haley Elizabeth Price.
Haley will be attending Herkimer College to study early childhood education.
Hannah Grace Price.
Hannah will attend Herkimer College to major in general studies.
Emma M. Prokopienko.
Emma will be attending SUNY Brockport to major in earth science education.
Delaney Elizabeth Raffle.
Delaney will be attending SUNY Poly in St. Elizabeth, majoring in nursing.
Cheyenne Judith Redner.
Cheyenne will be entering the workforce.
Lucas C. Rich.
Lucas will be attending SUNY Morrisville to study diesel mechanics.
Mackenzie Rose Ritten.
Mackenzie will attend Styles on Main Street by Nikki Marie for cosmetology.
Janique M. Rogers.
Janique will be attending Herkimer College to study pre-nursing.
Caleb James Rose.
Caleb will be attending Mohawk Valley Community College to major in general studies.
Jaden D. Savage.
Jaden will be attending Herkimer College to study criminal justice.
Adeline J. Shore.
Adeline will be entering the workforce.
Joshua E. Scott.
Joshua will be attending Herkimer College to study physical therapy.
Michael P. Schaefer, Jr.
Michael will be entering the workforce.
Richard L. Shepard, Jr.
Richard will be entering the workforce in the electronical field.
William C. Slentz.
Will plans to enter the workforce.
Jordan A. Spurl.
Jordan will attend SUNY Poly and major in nursing.
Ryan Squila.
Ryan plans to enter the workforce in the computer field.
Zoe E. Sterling.
Zoe will attend MVCC to major in culinary arts.
Patrick Scott Strong.
Patrick will attend Herkimer College to study cybersecurity.
Stephen J. Sipek, Jr.
Stephen plans to enter the workforce in the construction field.
Emily Pearl Taft.
Emily will be attending cosmetology school.
Anthony Thomas Ertz.
Anthony plans to enter the workforce in welding.
Ariel A. Vega.
Ariel will attend MVCC to study electrical engineering.
Alexis Tori White.
Alexis will be attending SUNY Stony Brook to major in physics.
Renee Dolly Witten.
Renee plans to enter the workforce.
Juliana R. Wilson.
Juliana plans to attend Herkimer College to major in Human Services.
Sierra Rose Wilson.
Sierra plans to enter the workforce.
At this time, I would like to invite Senior Class President Shreya Patel to the stage for the acceptance of the diplomas. She did make one special request, so Class of 2022, you're going to do one last selfie. Graduates, please stand. On behalf of the Board of Education and through the authority of the New York State Education Department, I now proclaim you graduates of Central Valley Academy.
On behalf of the class of 2022, I accept the diplomas. That was cute.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, so you can head back down. They're going to just get their hat and have them have a seat. Graduates, once you find your caps, you can have a seat. Professor, it's right here, I think. Each year at graduation, we award the CVA Positive Contribution Award. This is presented for outstanding positive contributions for the 2021-2022 school year at Central Valley Academy. This year's recipient is respected by our current and former students, our faculty, and our instructional support staff at Central Valley Academy. This individual has devoted himself to building and sustaining a program within our school that is now known not only throughout our school community, but our region, our state, and now the country. In his short 4-year tenure with us so far, He has assisted 3 Navy ROTC scholarship selections that have a total value of $540,000. He has assisted and supported 2 students getting appointed to the Naval Academy. 2 in one district in the same year is something you do not see often. He guided his team to the NJROTC National Brain Brawl competition in both 2021 and 2022. This year, the team was able to compete in San Diego, California, as compared to competing virtually the year prior. Under his leadership, the CVA NNDCC program has received the Unit Achievement Award in both 2020-21 school year and the 2021-22 school year. During the 2021-22 school year, CVA was selected as the Area 4 Most Improved Unit, where we were also one of 11 finalists of the 2022 Navy League Most Improved Unit Award. To put that into perspective, there are over 600 NNDCC and NJROTC programs in the country. CVA was one of 11 finalists. On top of all of that, under his direction and guidance, the unit has completed over 2,500 community service hours since the 2018-19 school year. With all the opportunities that were lost for students to complete community service during the COVID pandemic, you can only imagine how challenging that was to complete. Lastly, he's an amazing colleague and a true gentleman. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Chief Matthew Snyder.
Thank you very much, Mr. Keeler. When I started here 4 years ago with you seniors, I had no idea that my second career would be even more rewarding than my first. And that happened because of you and all of your accomplishments. So I hope as you're going forward, going out there to do great things, I hope my seniors, all the memories that we made over the course of these last 4 years, I hope they mean as much to you as they do to me. Good luck out there. Go Navy, beat Army.
Chief. I would like to close by just thanking a few individuals, so if we can hold our applause until the end. First, I'd like to thank Mr. Bunce for providing the wonderful music this evening and our underclassmen who joined as well. A special thank you to our senior guidance counselor, Ms. Del Conte, as well as our class advisors, Ms. Seaman and Ms. Van Cowenberg, for all of your hard work, not only for preparing for tonight, but helping and assisting our graduating seniors throughout the last 4 years. Thank you to Chief Snyder and the NNDCC cadets for posting the colors at tonight's ceremony. Thank you to Ms. Kramus for your continued support throughout the year. We could not have a successful building at CVA without you. A special thank you to Bob Kritzer for joining us tonight and taking photos of each graduate as they cross the stage. Thank you to my office staff for helping in preparing the program for tonight. Thank you to the faculty and staff that assisted tonight in lining up seniors, supervising, handing out programs, and all the little things that go on behind the scenes. Thank you to the staff here at the Utica Aud for being so welcoming and all the work that you did tonight to assist us with our commencement ceremony. And finally, I would like to ask everyone to join me in congratulating this year's graduating class of 2022. Seniors, please stand. On the music.